Good evening, everybody. My name is Stan the Man, and you've tuned into Real Talk here on a Sunday evening. You can catch us here every Sunday evening from 8 to 8:30 p.m. I have with me my main man, Mel. What's going on, Mel?
Hey, man, how you doing, man? Everything's good. Life's good.
Everything is everything.
Yeah. One day at a time.
Everything is everything.
That's right.
Real Talk. Hello, everybody. My name is Stan the Man, and you've tuned into Real Talk. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to touch on the Oklahoma. I don't call it a riot. I call it the massacre of the Oklahoma massacre. Because that's what it was. Jealous people doing jealous things. You know what I'm saying? You can read between the lines. We're going to touch on. Should we have an independent counsel for the insurrection? You know, that's the question that need to be asked and answered. Okay. We're going to talk about the Andrew Brown case. Well, not the case, but the moment he died.
The execution.
The execution. By how many police officers were there?
Oh my God, I don't even know. It looked like more than
10. The Andrew Brown execution.
Okay.
So we'll be back in a few seconds, y'all. So get ready to go on this ride with us, and don't be shocked about what you might hear. We're back. We're going to start off with the should we have an independent counsel for the insurrection that happened on, what was it, January the 6th? January 6th. What do you think, Mel?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely. I mean, that was anarchy. I mean, did you see the wall climbing? The people get attacked with flags.
Flags and flags, and I also saw fire extinguisher and anything else that they can get their hands on.
Bear mace, and people died. 4 to 5 people died through that.
Right. You know, to me, I think we should have an independent counsel because otherwise they would just counsel themselves. You know, that don't have a fight in the game.
That's right.
That don't care one way or another. You know, the FBI supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to watch out for terrorist attacks here and abroad. You know, that's their job. That's the job of the FBI is to watch for attacks and internally and externally of the United States, you know, and that's what they do.
I feel, Stan, that they failed us. I feel that they failed us. You know, they only got 4 people arrested from that whole incident. All those people that were took it that day, 4 people.
Only 4.
The one guy that was wearing the helmet with the hand. The one guy that put Nancy Pelosi's death and wrote the note, and a couple other people.
How about the guy with his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk?
Yeah, they arrested him.
You got him too?
Yeah, they got him too. But 4 people. And then they got, I don't know if you saw the recent release tape. Where the Proud Boys were saying, we're about to take down these efforts. They got the tape just released.
Wow.
And then it showed another paper just released about one of the police officers that was snatched off his post and was attacked. They have the audio and video. And he talks about why the Congress or Council won't have investigated. You know, people don't understand how much power Donald Trump still has. I mean, the panel has been drawn up because those people, like the 75 million people that voted for Donald Trump, to still support them.
Right.
I mean, I don't care what anybody says. If he has 212 something delegates, that's what he lost. But he had that many delegates, and those people see their jobs slip away. I give you one other number, Dan. They say the white population, male, is 30% of the United States, right? But in my house,
you said the white male population is 30% of the United States.
30%, right? Okay. They say that the House and the Senate is comprised of 80% white males. You do the math.
Repeat that because you're breaking up a little bit.
The white males represent 80% of the House and the Senate.
Oh, wow.
You understand that or no?
Wow.
Do I need to say anything else?
Wow.
Do I need to say anything else?
You said a mouthful.
Think about that. Fear.
Mm-hmm.
The writing's on the wall. They want to continue to have control. And one way you have control is by taking away people's power by the voter act they're doing now, and by striking fear, and by galvanizing ignorant people. You know, people in Idaho, the ignorant ones who don't really know or care to know.
Because most of Donald Trump's supporters are poor white people.
Yeah, no college degrees at all.
Yes. Barely have high school educations.
Barely, yeah. And he knows that.
I watched a lot of interviews with those particular people, and it's mind-boggling to me that they've achieved anything because of their total lack of intelligence.
Stanley, you interview for a job, they interview for the job. The person that's interviewing y'all looks like them. Who's getting the job?
I guess that goes without saying. You know, I could go in with a college degree, and they could have a sixth grade education, and I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying he was got tired of training people to be his boss.
Oh yeah.
You know, people come in, they come into the job. He trains them. A couple of months later, and they're his boss.
Yes.
You know what color they were.
Well, yeah.
You know,
that's privilege. That's privilege. It exists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's sad though.
Yeah. White. Yeah, it definitely exists. So, with that being said, independent counsel for the insurrection. We need it.
Well, they voted it out already.
It's a travesty that there's only 4 arrests in that whole situation. You had how many thousands of people stormed the Capitol?
Oh my goodness, too many to count.
With all the cameras and facial recognition and all the technology that we have today, you know, it should be a lot more people in jail. The jail should be overrun.
Yeah, let me ask you one question, Stanley. Do you remember seeing it, right? I know you do.
Who?
You remember seeing it, right? The insurrection?
Right.
Do you remember the people climbing the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, man, if black people were climbing the wall,
they'd be shot in the back. Oh, you saw them drop. They've been dropping like flies. Bam.
Yeah. Yes.
Had that been a black insurrection, they they would still be, getting the bodies out of there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it'd have been a whole different situation.
Hmm.
I mean, you can see that when in the when there's a police arrest, a so-called what do you call them? They call those traffic stops.
We're talking about a rightful arrest or what?
No, it's just a they say it's just a I can't
A
think of
minor offense?
something along those lines. Well, anyway, you see what happens to us when when we don't turn on a traffic signal,
Mm-hmm.
or we change lane without turning on the signal. That reminds me of Sandra Bland. Almost every time I put my my turn signal on, I think about Sandra Bland.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. Every time I put my signal on, I think about Sandra Bland.
That's crazy. Well, what about the guy with the air fresheners? You remember him?
Oh yeah,
Stan. You don't listen to me.
they killed him.
You
That's when the girl killed him.
yeah, you hear me say air fresheners?
Hanging in his window, on his mirror.
You know that's why he stopped him.
Yeah.
He got killed because of some air fresheners. And hold up, and the lady made a mistake and pulled out the wrong tool.
That was no mistake.
She said, "Oops, I made a mistake. I put my gun out instead of my taser."
Well, she had to say that to try to justify the shooting.
But Stan, she was the trainer. She was a trainer of police.
I understand. But after she shot that pistol, she had to justify it somehow, some way.
Oops.
She can't say that well, I shot him.
Well, what about the recent young man who just got dragged out of his car? We were just talking about him earlier. He just got dragged out.
What's his name? Andrew Brown.
Yeah.
Andrew Brown. Yeah, he was speeding.
Okay, you pulled him over.
But speeding is not a capital offense.
No,
it's not. Speeding is not a death sentence.
Right. You know that the supervisor came to the site and congratulated the man for a job well done.
Congratulations, you got another one.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Congratulations.
Right.
we got another one.
Yeah.
All right.
What? Let me ask you a question. Why does the hate for us run so deep?
I ask myself that question all the time. Why are we the most hated race on the planet?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was looking at a documentary the other day, and something hit home to me. And they said, they're afraid because, let me get this right. They're afraid because, the world turning into an all-black world.
But that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
They got that one drop rule.
Yeah.
You got one drop of black blood in you, then you black.
Yeah. It's fear. Fear driven. Yeah.
Fear driven. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And they're afraid that if we come into power, that we might do the same thing to them that they've done to us. But we're not that kind of people.
That's not our MO.
It's not our MO.
No, we're loving.
If we came to that type of power, it would be live and let live.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're loving and we're very forgiving.
Too forgiving.
Yeah, you're right. We forgive the most heinous crimes. Heinous. I was listening to a show one day, and they're talking about the Brown incident, and now Palestinians and Jewish people over here are fighting because of the incident that happened in Israel.
Because of right over there, yeah.
Right, but they're over here fighting each other.
I saw some clips about that. You know,
Yeah.
they're warring over here too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but they said that a lady on the View, the lady on the View, always Republican. She said that we should equate hate crime not just for one race, which is us. We should all inequality should be equal. You understand that? That make any sense?
Say it again.
She's saying we shouldn't. The Democrats support the inequalities to black folks more than they do any other race. He said we shouldn't just focus on black inequality. They should focus on any minority inequality. We shouldn't have a precedent, or we shouldn't be priority.
The reason why that they focus on us is because we've been had inequality since we've been here.
True. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Since we've been here, we fought in every war that this country had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A black man was the first person to die in the American Revolution.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Crispus Attucks.
Oh yeah. Crispus Attucks. True. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And we he had to ride in the back of the bus.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't eat at lunch counters.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't drink at certain water fountains. You know, we couldn't swim in certain swimming pools. We couldn't. The list go on and on.
Yeah. That's so true.
And and it's still going on today.
Yeah.
It's not as open as it was, but we still Jim Crow is alive and well.
Yeah. Let me say this to you. I live in Dublin, Ohio. It's a suburb it's a suburb of, and it's newly built, kind of like Porter, but they got a new pool area, right?
Right.
I went over to look at the pool, and everybody there wasn't none of my color. You should have seen the look they had when I went over there. You know what I mean? It was almost like, don't dip your toe in the water or drain the pool.
Don't dip, right. They used to do that.
Oh man, what's her name? Dorothy Dandridge, her movie. I don't know if you ever saw it. Now she was highly acclaimed. She was dating a white man.
Entertainer,
and a white manager. She went to the pool at the hotel she was staying at, but she had to go through the back door, and she stuck one toe in the pool. Just to, just say, okay. She didn't jump in. She stuck one toe in the pool. That next morning, they had drained the pool, and they were scrubbing the inside of the pool with brushes.
All that energy wasted energy.
So, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you either, Mel. Why are we so hated? They always talk about go back to Africa. But hell, how can we go back to Africa when they in Africa too?
That's right. And if you go back to Africa, we take everything with us. All the inventions, all the ideas, all the money we created, generated.
If we took everything with us, the NFL would go. NBA would go.
A good portion of the Major League Baseball.
A good portion of Major League would go. Major League would stand, but it wouldn't be the same.
No.
It would not be the same.
Entertainment industry.
We would take trillions with us.
Yeah, entertainment industry would be dismantled.
Yeah.
Right.
Entertainment. We take our music with us. You can't listen to no more Motown.
No more Michael Jackson, Prince.
You can't listen to Prince, Michael Jackson, Prince. You name somebody, you can't listen to them.
Stevie, Harold Melvin. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. We went back to Africa and we took all of our talents with us.
Oh man.
It would be wow.
Yeah. This would be a wasteland.
I mean, can you imagine that the financial hit this country would take?
It would be. Oh yeah. It would be devastating. Devastating.
Black Americans have a $2 trillion spending power.
$2 trillion.
$2 trillion spending power. And it's crazy.
That's powerful. That's most countries.
But the thing is, we can't come together to build anything significant.
Mm-hmm.
You can't name one state in the union where we have our own bank, school, supermarket, and hospital.
True. Yes.
We need schools to teach ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Banks to keep our money amongst ourselves.
Right.
Hospitals to heal ourselves.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I believe that most times people diagnosed with these diseases and prescribed all these pills that they really sometimes they really don't need.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't need them.
Well, they said it. Some of the pills one guy went to jail or was fined heavily because he was overprescribing pills.
Mm-hmm.
Just get the doctors who get bonuses by prescribing pills you don't need, I don't need.
Wow,
it's uncanny.
Crazy. Banks, schools, supermarket. Well, we need supermarkets so we can feed ourselves.
True.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that would be if we could do that, have those 4 institutions in every black neighborhood in the union, man, that would be power within itself.
True. That's right. That's so true. Mm-hmm.
That would be power within itself. Other thing I wanted to talk about is why do they criminalize black hair?
Oh. You mean if you have it, if you wear it or not wearing it, or what you mean? Or for our women, or what you mean?
Women, men. There was a case where there's a black police officer was going to be fired because he had, braids and his hair was braided.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, that didn't make him do his job any more better or worse. It's hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's something we don't even think about.
Mm-hmm. I don't. You know what? If anything that's contrary to what they think it should be is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's contrary. I mean, I think it's anything that's contrary. It's conservatism. They want things to stay the way they want them to stay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
status quo.
That's it, man. Anybody says conservatism is the way, it's not. Conservatism means keeping things the way they've always been.
Right. And everything must change.
It's inevitable.
Nothing stays the same,
No, nothing does. I was looking at some of our old college pictures, I'm like, that was us at 19, 20 years old, but now, things evolve, change. Hopefully it gets better.
We're born in this world, we come out with the babies, we grow up, we grow old, then we leave.
That's true.
And somebody come behind us.
That's right. Dude.
Somebody come behind them. Mm-hmm. And so on and so on and so on.
Someone said something to me today, right? We were having a conversation, and they said, "Oh, this person is successful. The person's successful." I'm like, "Why is that person successful?" And they said because they had this much money, this big a house, this big job opportunity. So that doesn't determine success. Success is in your heart and in your head. Mm-hmm. Some of the most miserable people in the world are people who have stuff. The biggest fights in family happens when somebody dies who has stuff.
Right.
People ain't never speaking again because you got the car and you left me the dog. It happens. So,
Mm-hmm.
what is success? That's the question. What is success? That's a question, I think.
I mean, success. Success. To me, is having everything you want in life. Everything that you want, not or everything that you need.
True. That's how you good point. Good point.
Everything that you need.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Health.
Mm-hmm.
Wealth.
Mm-hmm.
See your family grow.
Right.
Prosper.
Right. And be protective. Right.
That's my success is seeing my family prosper.
That's it. I'm gonna leave you with this. I had I was married for years, right? And one thing my wife did that I didn't like is we would get her a nice car. Remember, she drove in the back. But this is a habit she had 2 times. I remember this vividly. While we're driving off of a foreign car parking lot, while we're leaving off the lot, one of the things she said was she pointed at another car that was on the lot. And even before we got off the car, the first car, she would say, "That's my next car."
Oh wow!
You hear me?
Oh wow!
That's still with me. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
I know that took you for a loop.
oh my man, her cars were not shabby. You know what I mean? She got on top of the line, and it's still sometimes it's never enough. When we question material happiness, you'll never be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be satisfied.
My uncle told me a long time ago that all you need in life is a shelter, food, and health.
That's a smart man.
Something I remember that for. He told me that about 40 years ago.
Ain't that crazy?
And I never forgot it. Shelter.
He had all those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just turned 90.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still here.
See that? See what I mean? Living off those principles. Not overextending himself, not trying to chase up to the next newest thing, but grasping life. That's it.
Yep. Well, everybody, the clock on the wall says we got to run, y'all. This has been Stan the Man, and you've been listening to Real Talk. We hit on a few things, but not some of the things that we wanted to, but I think we did a pretty good job. I'm here with my main man, Mel.
Yep. Beautiful time, beautiful day.
Tune in again next Sunday at 8 o'clock. And we'll see you then.